Yo, hello everybody on the teaching community here. It's concern about the health when it comes to anti-aging here. I can also talk about the in general aspect health here. What is the like, nutrition, lifestyle, the brain thing here. Imagine the health here. How people have different lifetime, different kind of like medical condition. There's like a psychological, and also physiological. How the people are like getting viruses here. So imagine here, guys, in here, people, humans, living organism. What is this whole thing's all about here? Like what life is all about here, guys, in here? The bacteria, viruses, and influenza virus here, and the self here, and the suffering. It's imagine like so many people into the history has kind of like go through all kind of like medical problems here. And it seems that people are really, I don't know, I can be one individual. The question is here, is interest here, and desire, and intelligence, and action here. So we have a knowledge case of the probabilities here. So my interest was kind of like influenza virus. Has anybody ever died influenza virus here? And those people usually die here because there may be elders, the immune system here. They usually are not some people in prime age here. So like maybe you don't know anybody who's dying influenza virus, but they usually are people who are very not really kind of like here. But even notable people here are given here to death of the flu influenza virus here. Influenza virus like this, they're usually like a ball shape, spears, here. And how they come here, so how the virus infections kill people here. And I have personally have this kind of a viral type of infection here. We usually have like a course of action how this happened here. And we have a year. I have a histograph here by flipping in the computer text since 2005 about every single, and average I get 1.4 times a year. So I have had since year around 1.4 times till year 2013 year. So in even 2005 I had around 15 cases of influenza viral infection here. And that's kind of big here, 15 times the flu infection here. And it was terrible, okay, so how does that affect myself, because it's here. Here's the kind of long-term consequence maybe here, are lung fibrosis here. So it's a plural, pneumos here, but the lungs are here in the pulmonar here. So pulmonary fibrosis is kind of a condition which can be caused how the viral infection can be affecting here in the lungs here. The pneumonia is interesting word, pneumonia. I'm not really absolutely clear about it here. Imagine the lungs, the function is kind of like oxygen here from air, and they are, what happens in your lungs is that the blood here, so it's need to be here. Imagine if this blood cannot go here, person will die in case example if it's like a breathing is stopped here. If there's so complicated destruction example, the lung cells or capability to breathe here. So there's could be one serious risk here. So the pneumonia is caused by different causes here, bacteria and viral causes here. But what makes it very obvious is what is the differentiation between viral and bacterial pneumonia here. Imagine the difference, isn't it? The viral infections usually have a course of action, like a short, acute, increase, and then quickly disappear here. The bacterial without treatment will last and persist here. It kind of have it here, but could be last much more here. So how can a person, lay person like me, separate the bacterial and viral pneumonia here? How could I recognize the differentiation here? Is there any difference after here? And when it comes to pneumonia caused by bacteria, like one of the things is the mucus here. Is there something specific about the bacteria around here? There's a lot of different bacteria word like streptococcus, staphylococcus, and million others. Okay, so I just usually focus these two because this seems to be a big causes of here, like a streptococcus here. it can have serious problems, especially skin infection. Like I have like example some skin infection which cause some pus when it comes to streptococcus pyogenes. It's cause a pus creating of the kind of like a skin infection here, and it takes antibiotic to kill it here. Okay? So you immediately need to recognize if there's some pus here. It's immediately take some antibiotic here, and I will take. There's a lot of antibiotics. I can say 10 antibiotics, but I will take vancomycin, azithromycin, any fourth generation cephalosporins, like example cephalocin or so many linezolid. Then there is of course also all kind of different type of the penicillins and so on here, but I didn't know what is the, they're quite like maybe not effective here because resistance could be here. And there's of course like doxycycline, who knows, they can also work in maybe some cases here. There's a lot of different antibiotics, different classes of here, like tetracyclines, and there is so many medicines. I say 10, could I get 10 different antibiotics which could work here? Penicillin G could work here, different penicillins here could work in that degree here. Of course, almost any classes of those some like a mycins here, or a like a macrolides or whatever could work. Because almost, I don't know, I'm not really aware of it, but I will just take some like those vancomycin, linezolid, clindamycin, etc. here. They will do very good job here, case scenario. For sure, in a streptococcus when you take a lot of it here, case scenario, because all of these are kind of like very heavy. So I'll continue next video here about the health, and this